Welcome to Pull the Pin Radio, place you're guaranteed to get a veteran's opinion on the world we live in today. I'm Jim. Joining me again, as usual, Jay.
Hey, it's Jace, and whether you like our opinions or not, we're gonna give them to you anyways, baby.
I don't ever,
Booyah!
I don't know how to recover back to the intro, so you just keep doing that thing. So welcome back again, Jace. Still going to give our normal shout outs to Johnny and Christine, even though I have not heard from them since their last episode. But again, it's probably our fault because we didn't put out one the week before. So maybe they went on vacation and forgot we existed. So we'll have to find two more watchers if they don't ever come back. But anyways, shout out to you guys. We got stuff to talk about anyway. So even though we do appreciate Johnny's headlines and stuff,
Come on.
we got stuff. What?
Yeah, Johnny. I started watching Greyhound, but I think I have saw it in the years past.
Oh, you did start watching it. Yeah, I didn't. I
Well,
didn't look at that stuff yet. What was it about?
that's a naval thing. It's a naval
Oh,
thing, and I believe I've seen it before.
you believe you've seen it?
Excuse me.
My
I
God.
The thing is though, is there's times where I'm I don't know. I'm in the mood to watch naval shit, and then other times I don't want to ever see that bullshit again. So,
Well, I'm one of those people. I love watching movies. I don't care about actors, actresses. I don't really care who they are. I
oh, it
don't
was Tom
worship
Hanks,
any of
and it's
them.
not.
But I'm just saying, it's like I've seen so many movies that I will tell you there are so many times where I'm watching a movie because the title's catchy. Of course, it's catchy because I saw it before and it was catchy. And I'm like halfway through the movie, almost saying like I saw this one before. Like
Right.
I literally watched half the movie before I realized I already saw it before. So
I think that's what happened to me today as well.
yeah, so I'll probably go try to watch them when I get a chance because I still got them written down here, the ones he recommended.
Well,
But
I got a new iPhone, so it's free on. Uh, you get like Apple TV for 3 months for free, and
okay.
it's on Apple TV. So I
Oh.
was just like, what a coincidence.
Yeah, and that's another problem. Sometimes the movies I do want to look at, I can't find them any of the services I have. So, but either way,
Yes, sir. Either way,
so
it doesn't matter.
no, it doesn't matter because there'll be plenty of movies. Well, actually, movies suck these days anyway because if it's not Disney destroying movies, it's all these woke writers and stuff. Um, can't watch anything anymore, and
Yeah, but it
it's
just
not
doesn't
even.
matter anyways because we got an exciting episode for everybody today.
I was going to finish my point on that, but you obviously are trying to segue into an episode. So, all right, that's fine. We'll talk about because speaking of movies, because this stuff can only be out of a movie. I want to talk about this whole Comey and this seashell post with the 8647
Oh
thing, and
God.
like I didn't even really think big of it because I don't use that terminology, and I don't remember in the military using it. Well, I do. I do remember hearing something like 86 and whatever.
I just
I don't care where it came from, but I don't like this is not a win for Comey. It's not a win either way because you have to realize either this guy is the biggest liar or the biggest idiot. Like how do you not? Oh, I thought it was a political statement or something, but you didn't know what it was. Like you
I
didn't
don't
know.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I just find it absolutely stupid. It's just but also on the same note, I find when they were saying that fucking Elon did the Hitler salute. All this shit, all this is just petty fucking bullshit that people are reading into to me. But
Well, and it's funny.
whatever.
I saw a post. Somebody in one of the forum things I follow, somebody went in there on a little rant about people. I guess maybe she had an experience at the hospital, going on a rant about Trump derangement syndrome's not real. So stop with this. It's not an official diagnosis. Blah 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 blah. Like just because you disagree, you don't have a answer. I got a lot of feedback there. Don't get too close. You disagree. I have a lot of you know. That doesn't mean it's Trump derangement syndrome, but I really think this lady just doesn't see what the point of that is. Whether you call it Trump derangement syndrome or not, there are people literally arguing just to argue because they don't like the man. Now it's
Right.
different if you have a different stance on something. If you want to talk about abortion and we have different, views on that, I'm not sure we do, but the point is that's one thing. But if you're going to come up with your own facts, or you're going to, look at things your own way, and ignore some things, like we'll talk about here in a minute with the whole Biden cover up thing. Like,
Right.
how many times has mainstream media lied, and you people that are talking about this, you lady probably did it. I'll probably go back in your feed. You got COVID nonsense, you got Covington kids, you got all this crap that you believed that is now found out to be not true. How many times do you lie? So stop acting like people don't have a rebuttal for the argument. It's your lies. You can't come up with a counter to a lie but the truth. And
Well,
if
what were those
truth,
tapes that came out this weekend? The car tapes or whatever for Biden, the
yeah.
interview with Biden.
So, so the only argument they have, Jace, is, are they valid? Like, in this day and age, we do have to now question the validity of things. So if your first argument is that's not real, let's start there. You know what I mean? But then you're going to sit here and pretend that you have not been lied to. Now, don't get me wrong, Republicans lie too. I'm not an idiot. But just
Yeah.
like the Biden thing, even what's his face, the douchebag that wrote the book, Tapper or whatever, trying to act like, oh, I regret not covering it. Oh, I regret I was being lied to. Like, you were being
Well,
told for years by people. You just called them conspiracy theorists. You called them mega freaks. You called them all kinds of names. They told you. It's not that you had to investigate it. You just took a stance, and you dug
but
in.
just, I mean, come on, man. Look at So that those tapes came out this past weekend. That they were interviewing Biden.
Mhm.
Not her tapes, or I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. They
But
were they were the interview from him to see if he
you were
with
probably
with the
busy this
classified.
weekend, so you probably didn't see it. But they came out this weekend, and lo and behold, Joe's got cancer this weekend too. How do you spit out a fucking diagnosis on a Saturday? There's no fucking way. There's no way he was in the hospital on a Saturday or at his doctor's on a Saturday or Sunday.
We'll see.
Number one.
But that's the funny thing is, I've even listened to experts on this. There's no way he didn't have this cancer 5 years ago.
Right,
There's
right.
no way. It just didn't happen last weekend. He didn't stumble out of bed and say, "Oh, I got cancer."
Oh, it's a
So
speedy form, though.
no, but it doesn't matter, because I guess prostate cancer could take 5 to 10 years to develop
I
in a man
know.
that'll. So even if it's speedy, I guess the end of the day, look, it's all it's. I don't. You don't trust anything anymore. The only thing I
Well, just
trust.
the timing of everything that happens, and well, no, so these tapes, this interview came out a while ago, but it just came out to the public this weekend,
Sure.
and it was them questioning like him
Yeah,
and the
I heard every
documents
part
that
of the
he had in
tape.
his
Yes.
garage, and Hunter was living with him then, and
Yes.
the fact that how is it okay for fucking Hunter to have, but he couldn't answer none of that fucking.
No,
His
he couldn't even
cognitive
stay on
ability
point,
then
dude.
was horrible.
He couldn't stay on point. He couldn't remember names. He didn't even know
No,
what date. He didn't know what year. He didn't know President Trump was
right.
elected.
He's
Like,
referring to his fucking son. First of all, he's referring to Bo dying in Iraq when that's not true. He died here of brain cancer.
right, right. Well, that's the point. Is you can
Second of
clearly see
all,
he wasn't cognitively
he's
there.
talking about him getting fucking elected in 2017.
Right.
And yeah, so there's just so much more shit to uncover that just is mind blowing that we'll probably
But
never
that's
know
my
in our
point.
lifetime.
That's my point. That's why I can't talk and argue with these turds. They're just turds. They're really dishonest or really stupid people. And I hate calling people stupid. But if
Yeah.
you can't see that your party, that the things you believe in are continuously being propagated by liars and crooks. Now, I'm not saying everything we believe in is right. I'm not
No,
saying that
hell
at all.
no.
But I'm saying at
But
least we'll
let's be
question it.
fair, man. Let's be fucking fair.
We'll
Well, you're gonna
question it.
raid Mar-a-Lago? Then fucking raid Biden's house too. Then you fucking pieces of turds.
That's exactly it. Just like the Jersey lady, oh, they're going after he's black, or you get these idiot, Democrats down AOC. Oh, you've gone a step too far. Okay, so going after a sitting president or a former president isn't too far, but going after a Congress member, that's
Right.
a step too
What did
far.
you see? Did you
They're
see?
phony, dude. These people are just so fake.
Speaking of that, did you see that the fucking was that the mayor of Jersey
Yeah.
that got off?
Well, he got off for the trespass, and that's
The
probably
lady. I
right.
thought it was a lady.
No, no, the lady, she's I think she's a
Oh.
congresswoman or something. She's
Oh,
the one that
okay.
assaulted the
Yeah, she's
police
a fucking
officers.
bull, boy.
Yeah.
God
And it's not the
damn.
first time she's been like that either. You see her out on the streets yelling like, so she deserves it. So at the end of the day, like I'm so sick of these hypocrite, you know, I don't even can't even come up with a name for them because I really don't want to put them all in a bundle. But they know
Right.
who they are because it's just like this lady, trying to argue. Well, come up with your stand. Well, lady, open your freaking eyes. They told you that the freaking COVID was killing massive people. You walk out on the street and I didn't see not one person dropping dead, not one. Now, people were dying. I'm not denying that. People die of the flu
Right.
every year. So the point I'm getting at is you keep believing all this garbage and you don't even see it. You don't even believe your own eyes. And they just proven time after time. And it's a slick move too, because they release it slowly. Like just like the
Right.
corrections. I think we'll get to one in a minute, but they'll come out and tell you, oh, the masks work for this and that, and then like 5 years later, well, there was a study that said the mask probably didn't work. Like they'll do it like slowly and later, and you're so dumb. And I'm talking to you people that you know who you are. You're the ones that
Yeah.
just disagree. Just to disagree. I'll disagree with stuff Trump does or says, and there's some things we could talk about that I
Haven't
don't
we
like
already
what
went
Trump's
through the
saying.
fact that the masks that were not effective,
Yeah,
period?
but there's still people wearing them.
But you got
No.
complete. I I hate to say it, but when I'm out and about and I see someone with a mask, I stare at them like with the dumbest look I can fucking
Oh, I
make my
avoid them,
face
dude.
do.
I avoid them, dude, because they must be contagious. Because they're idiots. Because they
I
sure
take
ain't
my
trying to
glasses
not
and
get
and
sick.
put my hat sideways, and I just look at them like,
Right. This is a party and people
what
that
the fuck?
assault people for wearing a MAGA hat. This is a party. I mean, like this blows my mind, the hypocrisy. But I want to believe that these people are dumb. I really want to believe they're dumb. I want to
Well,
because if they're
I
not dumb,
have
they're
you seen
evil,
any of
dude.
these?
They're evil.
Like I said, I go on YouTube a lot. Have you seen some of these fucking videos of these fucking idiots that I've seen two videos now, but I know there are more. I'm not sitting next to him with a mega hat. He's fucked up. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one that I just saw yesterday, they're like, "We're so sorry, sir," What- and they said, "We're gonna make the situation good for both of you." And they took him and put him in first class.
Right.
And she flips out and says, "I'm the one that deserves first class." Blah!
And you know what, Chase? You just hit the nail on the head. That's what it is. It's entitlement.
I
They
know.
think they're right and you're wrong. It's not that they can prove it or anything. They just think anything they believe is right. I mean,
I
think
have
about what you
I
just
have an
said.
autographed Donald Trump mega hat, and if someone put their fucking hands on it, I
You
would
touch me,
throw punch
yes.
them so fucking quick they wouldn't even
You
have a
touch,
clue what the fuck
yes,
happened.
yes,
I would
yes,
drop them so quick.
yes. I almost thought about doing just to provoke it, but I don't think people around me are going to do that. So,
I I just don't wear it because
well, I
it's
don't want to shoot
prestigious to
somebody.
me,
I don't want to shoot
and
somebody. That's my
and
my
I don't.
reasoning. I don't.
But I will. If I had another mega hat and it was made in America, I would wear it. But my stipulation is it has to be made in America. I haven't even looked to see if this one was. But
I'm just saying, dude. I like. I'm so done with these people. I'm done with them. Now, granted, gladly most of them are keyboard warriors.
you know
Although,
what's really weird is a lot of these confrontations I've seen in quite some time now. They're fucking fat, ugly, fucking nasty women that fucking would never can't get dick if they fucking paid for it.
or
And it's
old,
almost like
these old
that's their
people now.
problem is they need some dick. Is
See,
what it seems like.
these old people too. I saw some people on the bridge. Dude had three American flags or
Yeah.
something, wearing a shirt that said "Trump sucks." SUX. I don't know why you can't just
Yes.
spell it.
Yes.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, this moron probably believes the media that Trump is taking Social
Right.
Security money away or Medicaid, Medicare.
Well, that's what blows my mind. Where
Like,
the fuck are they coming up with this shit from?
the,
I'm
the,
seeing some now. I'm back in New York. There's these New York commercials. Please call senators and tell them not to take our Medicare and Medicaid
It's the
away.
Democrats, dude. That's all they have, dude.
I mean,
All they have
but
is
you're really gonna waste
fear.
fucking media money on something that's not true?
All, because people believe it. All they have is fear tactics. How do you think they've
I
been able to
know,
keep
I
certain
know.
groups in
It
check
gives me
for
the
so many
chills to
years?
think that people are that fucking stupid.
And they are, apparently. They
Yeah,
are. Because none of them have seen. Now, if you saw your Medicaid or something go down or something, it's probably Big Pharma is charging more money. It's probably
right.
doctors charging more
Well,
money
yeah,
because they
yeah,
want to pay their car
absolutely.
note. It's not the government doing that. It's not Trump doing that.
Well, with Medicare and Medicaid and all that shit, the government dictates what the fuck they can charge and what they can't charge. The
And
government
dude,
has a lot more control over shit than people fucking know.
but I saw 40% of Medicaid or was it Medicaid? I think it's Medicaid. 40% of Medicaid goes to people from 17 to 30 years old, able-bodied working people. Those are not
Really. So
they're
Medicaid
not
is
disabled.
that, and then Medicare is for the elderly. Then, all right.
Well,
I
no,
always
well, no,
get
no.
that
One
mixed up.
state, no, one state and one's federal. They both can get it. You can get both. One is
What?
state, one's federal. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
I think it's Medicare goes federal with Social Security.
Medicare
Medicaid,
is state.
then it's opposite. Then
Yeah, because
Medicaid
that's
goes with
the
Social
commercials
Security.
I've been seeing.
Yes, Medicare is state run, and President Trump can't do anything about that.
Right.
Not that I think of.
He can dictate the state's budget, but Trump cares
Well, no,
about people. He's
he
not going
can
to do that.
dictate how much federal money they give the state.
Right. Right.
The
Right.
state can make their own money. That's a state's problem.
Right.
So they supplement. They supplement. Well, somebody could check that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But
Like I was telling you, my one friend, she's the one that's married to an illegal, and I think I brought this up last episode. Not to change the subject, but
we've been all over
remember
anyway.
I said that he went away to her friend went away to their friend went away to work
Hmm.
and got they got pulled over on their way to work, and they didn't have fucking ID, so they fucking detained him.
Right, because
Like, what
driving's
the
a
fuck do you
privilege.
expect?
Driving is a privilege. It's not a right.
But if we don't have ID, we're in fucking trouble.
Correct. You could be written
I
a
mean,
ticket. You could be
it's not
arrested.
like
Yes.
there's some privileged bullshit out there, and he was found to be illegal, and he skipped a court date, so he was deported. And then I asked her about the wife and kid. I'm like, well, what's gonna happen? And she's blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, they can decide to go with him if they want.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Is that's why I said. Well, I'll go back to what I said earlier about these people. They're entitled. Most of these
Right.
people have grown up with no
Even
struggle.
these
Everything
fuckers
handed to
across the
them.
border illegally are entitled.
Yes. Well, they come over here and become probably more entitled because I think a lot of Mexicans that come, they're hard workers because there is no entitlement in their country.
Right. I didn't.
You know what I
Yeah, I didn't
mean?
want to get into a huge argument with her, but their kid was born here, and
Anchor
she's like, "Well,
babies.
he's a United States citizen because he was born here."
Yeah, he can
I'm
still
like,
leave and come back later.
that's only because of a fucking bullshit act
Yep.
back during slavery that they need to change. But I didn't get into it with her because
Yeah, it's not
she's
even
a
that.
very
That's
good
what's it.
friend, and I don't
But
want
that's
to
what's
fight
it.
with her.
They're ignorant to the law. They're ignorant to the
Right.
intent of the law. They're entitled, and they
Right.
just they worship themselves as the standard. That's what these people are. It's a cult. It is
But I
definitely a
can
cult. Whether it's Trump derangement or not, it's a cult.
but I can tell you right now, I, like I told you before, Jose is a fucking great person, but he came here illegally, plain and
Sure,
simple. He
sure.
got caught, and supposedly he had to pay like $4,000 just to get his whatever, get over the border and wait for his court date that he actually skipped.
Yeah. Well, so you can say what you want to say. He's a good person,
Right,
but
I know. We've discussed this
the
before,
person that
so
comes and cuts in front of you in line while you've been waiting, and I had this. I'm going to get triggered again. I sat in traffic for an hour and 15 minutes over an accident, right?
yeah,
Now I'm in the right lane, and the
right,
shoulders where the cars go by, the
right.
ambulance and all that stuff. And two turds, two of them sneak by to just get in front of me and two other
Oh
cars, a couple cars,
fuck!
while we all been sitting there for an hour They jumped in front
Oh,
of us, and right after that, what do you think I did? I put my nose in the damn shoulder,
oh, I
and because there
fucking
was a guy
hate that
2 cars
shit, dude.
behind me looking to go do it, and I just
Are you
whoop.
talking about? You must have been on 77, huh?
Yeah,
Driving home this
there,
weekend.
there's a lot of roads that have
Oh
accidents,
my,
but
it's fucking
yeah,
bad,
there's a
bro.
lot of highways that have
But
accidents, but
yeah. So have you noticed how ignorant these fucking truck drivers are
they're
nowadays?
worse. Do you know what I heard it is? It's the
It's
illegals.
That's what my I was
Yes, they're
asking my
giving them
buddies.
license without
My
training anything.
One of my old hockey buddies is a now a truck driver, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is up with truck drivers now? The
Hey,
etiquette is just fucked up.
hey, and there was a truck involved.
And he said, it's illegal truck drivers, illegals driving
Yep,
trucks. You know
yep.
what? Good for them for fucking doing it. Don't take our fucking jobs if there's people
Dude,
that want them here.
people are
Num-
dying. These accidents are death. There are deaths in
well,
these
look
accidents.
at, I mean,
Not the
let's,
truck drivers, the cars that they're
yeah.
falling,
But
spinning
let's
into.
fucking look back a few years ago. The fucking epic tragedy of the Humboldt Broncos.
The Colorado. Yeah, that truck driver went through like 12 cars killing all those people. Is
No,
that the
no,
one?
no.
Oh,
Humboldt Broncos, the Canadian hockey junior
oh
hockey
no, I didn't
team.
know.
That the fucking truck driver went through a red light and smoked the bus
Oh, I
and
thought you were talking about the one in
killed like
Colorado.
three quarters of the fucking hockey team. It was a
Wow.
junior hockey team. Yeah,
Wow, that's
it was
crazy.
terrible, dude. I mean, like that was 4, 5, 6 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a huge
I remember the
documentary on it
accident.
now.
Do you remember the accident in Colorado down by
Yes,
Denver where that truck ran through all those cars or something and
yes,
killed a
I
bunch of people?
do.
He actually went to jail. They put him in jail for like 80 years or something
Yeah,
crazy, and people got
this
mad. And
Canadian guy's in prison too.
yeah,
But he was a fucking, I don't know. He was Middle Eastern person. That's all I can say. I
and
don't really.
again, like I said, if these people are properly trained and they take the job, no one else take. Hey, all for it. If you're coming
Good
over here
for you.
legally
Right.
because we need truck drivers and you get trained, you pass the test. I'm all for it. Like
So am
that's
I.
not what we're saying.
So am I.
It's not that you're here illegally, but you're probably not even properly trained.
But and then I was watching something the other day on. See, some people are uneducated on like these Mexicans that come here to work. There are work visas.
Yes,
There are
and we give a lot out.
there are companies that get recruit Mexicans to come here
Yep,
to pick our fucking beans and our avocados or
whatever.
grapes
Right?
or
Yeah.
whatever. I knew a guy that he did he had a group of Mexicans, and so where I'm at is the Great Belt. Welch's was Welch's is from here. Welch's grapes. So, like, they have a machine that picks the grapes, but then there's still straggler grapes that they have to go pick and shit. And then, I don't know. They pick the grapes, they pick beans, they pick all kinds of shit when it's harvest season here. But then, wherever harvest season right now is, that's where he has that group of Mexicans.
Right.
But they're legal. they're not like
They're
they're
here on work
illegals that are
visas. They're on
here.
work visas.
They are legally here.
Yes,
And
and if they
people
do
get that
something
confused
wrong,
with fucking illegals. And it's like,
yes, and if they do something
educate
wrong,
yourself, you dumb fuck.
just like they had the big hearing up there with Rubio about the student that was here on a visa.
Right, right,
If you're here on a work visa, you're here
right.
to work. If you
Just like
show
you
up to
said, though.
rallies and protests, you're not
Right.
here working, so you need to
But just
go.
like you said about driving, driving is a privilege.
Yes.
A green card is a fucking privilege. It
Yep.
is not a right. You don't just, that's not, we can take it away from you
Yep.
if you do fucking
Yeah.
anti terrorism fucking shit.
And you know the problem, you know why we're never going to get anywhere with this stuff. This is why it's so frustrating to me, because just like as we talked about the Biden cover up and the Comey,
Yeah,
trying to pretend you don't know what he's talking about. Do you know how deep the corruption is? Like how deep? I was watching what's her name, Harmy Dillon. She's the assistant
I
AG
don't,
or
never heard of it.
really good lawyer. She's the one in charge of the gosh, EO, like the EO, equal opportunity stuff that deals with the
Yeah,
handicap stuff and all that. She was explaining how those gosh, I know I'm going to forget the words. You know how the government goes into police departments and says, "Hey, we think you're racist, so
Yes,
we're gonna have this document that you're gonna follow, and we're gonna put this lawyer in charge to make sure you're following all the rules."
it's like an audit,
But it's not. There's a name for it. A
right?
decree, something decree, a contingency
I know
decree,
it.
something
Yeah,
like
I know
that.
what you're talking about.
She was explaining these things, and she said that these lawyers basically make these decrees last forever, charge what they want. There's a
Right,
lawyer making $1 million a year just
right.
to supervise over a police department to make sure they're doing everything according to equal opportunity and handicap stuff.
Well, political lawyers are probably the best fucking jobs you could ever have in your
But
life.
listen to what you're saying. Like, so couple that with crooked politicians, with government
Right.
workers who try to get
Well,
their
what are crooked politicians? They're fucking lawyers for the most part.
exactly. They've all went to these law schools, get out,
Right.
become lawyers, learn how to manipulate the system, learn how to manipulate the law. Then they go in to make the law so that they can help each other manipulate.
Right.
I don't know where to go, dude, because these stupid morons on Facebook and all these other sites are arguing with each other
Right.
while being controlled by the same damn crooks. And you're so obsessed with Trump. I'm serious. Trump did not have to enter this world.
No.
This world. I'm talking about this political world.
Political. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he was filthy rich without it. Him and
Right.
Elon Musk could have just went about doing their thing. They didn't have to
Right.
enter this world. But you know what? When there's a whole bunch of scumbags that become millionaires without working, well, I guess if manipulating the public is work, they're
Yeah.
pretty good at that. You're not
We.
mad. You're not mad at that. You're mad at the guy who built freaking vehicles that are going to change your life. But you're not mad at your own politician who's been lying to you, stealing your tax dollars. You're a freaking moron. You
Well,
are.
come on,
If you're one
dude.
of them, not you.
Why? 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 Oh, well, he has factories in the United States, and he has United States workers, and blah blah blah. Well, we have to hate him then.
I don't
Uh,
use your energy and your anger. It's just like people now. I don't even talk to people about politics anymore unless they can tell me who their town council is. If you don't know who the hell is on your local council, don't talk to me about the president
I don't.
because that doesn't affect you. Well, you live in
I'll
two
talk to
places. You might
people
have
about politics, but
no.
my if they say they don't like Trump, I ask them, give me one good reason why you don't like Trump,
Because he's
and
racist.
depending on their answer, I
Because he's
have time for
racist.
them or I don't. Fuck you and your racist fucking
I'm
bullshit, you
tired of it. I'm
fucking
sick
dumb
and I'm
fucks.
tired of
You're
it.
the anybody that says that's a racist fuck themselves. It
There
needs
are
to
there are
shut the
so many
fuck up.
racists, and you can see it all coming out with
Jesus Christ.
the whole freaking what's that football Deion Sanders kid. You can see it with
Yeah,
that stuff. You can see it with the lady that said the N word. You can see all these racists. They're showing their face, and they're not white people. I mean, there are some. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying you're seeing all this racism coming from the minority people. They just
I
hate white people.
I
They don't
would
want
I would
equality.
probably wager to bet my life savings that Dion and his family are more fucking racist than any
Oh
white
yeah,
person we
dude.
know.
No doubt. Even though everything is just like the feminist ladies, the same thing. It's all these women that, oh well, we deserve, and you everything you're using was built by a man. You know what I mean? Like, what
Anybody
do you
that pulls the
deserve?
fucking race card,
You know
fuck you.
what do
Shame on
you?
you.
It's stupid. This
Just
country is
just
built
like
on the backs of black people. Like what? What do you mean?
just like Charlie
Like
Kirk. What anytime a black person questions him about white privilege, what the fuck can you do
right.
that what can I do that you can't do?
Right. It's all up here. It's in your mind. And Democrats
Right.
have continuously told them, you're never getting ahead. You're never getting ahead. Because if you think about it, even if white man or the white man is to blame for every black man's problem, you also have to thank a white man. So how does this
Right.
argument even make sense? Because you would
You
have nothing if it
right.
wasn't for white men.
And you can thank me and my fucking family heritage for fighting and dying for you guys.
Exactly. So many white people died for your freedom, and you're mad at white people. Like, let me, you know what? This is a good segue because I'm going to read this to you because I don't really know exactly what's going on over there in Israel. Because
Right.
I used to be pro Israel, generally. I didn't really pay attention. I'm just an underdog kind of guy. A country
Yeah.
with Christian values in the middle of, Muslim
Right.
takeover, and they all hate them. I tend to lean toward the underdog. Something's probably going better in the underdog. But there's this
Right.
guy, his name is Oriel or something, I don't know, Ouriel. He made this post on X, and I'm going to read it to you. You just tell me how you feel. He says, "Hello, France, UK, Canada, USA, Spain, Belgium, Ireland, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, et al." I guess he's talking to the world, right? Average Israeli here. Special message for you from the heart. We do not care about your threats. We do not care about fighting alone. We do not care about your moralizing press statements. We do not care about your PR stunts. We do not care about your stabs in the back. We are Israel. We fight for our lives and our survival, even if we have to do it alone with knives and forks. We don't swing right or left according to the wind of your diplomatic capricious dance. Capricious dance. Whenever Qatar money hits your accounts, we will do what is right for our citizens, hostages in our country. You watch, helpless, and you will learn how one deals with the most barbaric Islamic mob on the planet while your countries are getting slowly but surely infested from within like a cancer. Once we are done doing the dirty work you have been incapable of doing for 75 years, and you will beg for our help once under similar threats, we will remind you how you behaved with us at this moment, and you will know. You will know we are the Jews who do what's morally right, even when the price to pay is high, even when you tried and failed to isolate us and take us down for a lethal path of capitulation. For now, respectfully, FL. What do you feel from that?
I feel I don't know what I feel. That's got to sink in. First of all, second of all,
You're
uh,
right. I don't want to
it's
didn't want to
it
put you on the
sounds
spot.
like a bunch of fucking hate to me.
I didn't want to put you on the spot because there's great context in that sounds so condescending. That's the problem with it. Like what he is saying is we are willing to fight against Iran, these people who are trying to destroy Americans' Western culture
Right.
because America and all these other countries are not. He's absolutely correct. We're allowing these people to bring their Muslim freedom of religion, but they're
Right.
bringing their ways which directly conflict with Western ideology, and it just doesn't work. We're allowing them to take over our country. Ilhan Omar, all these people, they're going to start being in our office making our laws. So we are allowing it to happen.
Exactly.
So he's not wrong. He's not
No.
wrong.
No, he's not.
The problem is, and he's correct. The problem is he's making me feel like we've done nothing before for him. Even though right now I agree, our government
Right.
and a lot of our
I almost
people
I almost
are
think you got to
useless.
read it a couple times.
I did, and
Sort
in
of.
fairness,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't mean to
I
throw you under the bus with that. I just wanted to get it out there in
yeah.
the
I
show.
need to absorb it more, but that's deep. It's deep as fuck.
But again, Trump wants peace with everyone. Trump will
Right.
step on a Muslim country if they think they're going to come and infiltrate and attack us.
Right.
Now, it's going to be a slippery slope with this whole religion thing. I'm telling you,
Right.
that's their gateway, and they know it because we can't discriminate in this country against religion. So if you
Right.
build mosques all over the place, guess what you're going to be doing? Converting all these people to the
Well,
Muslim and
what you brought that up. What's weird is I went to Buffalo
mhm.
Saturday. I don't know. I think I went to Buffalo like Saturday. I don't really remember what day. Yeah, it was Saturday. And the one side of the town I drive through, I go to a market, and oh, it's like it's turning Muslim over that side of town.
So this is going to be a huge problem
And
because
yeah, it's
there
fucking.
has
It
to be
blew my mind,
limitations.
dude.
There
Little
has
by
to be.
little, and little by little, it's
And
trickling in here for sure.
And if we don't put some sort of amendment on that, where only these religions are accepted, or religions within this scope, or religions within these laws, then we're in for a huge
Right.
battle
Well,
because we're
they
going to have
they
to.
just continue to come in legally somehow as well. So it's kind
Well,
of
they can, and
interesting.
they're going to. It's they're going to. And like I said, I have no problem personally because I'm not an anti-Muslim. I just have a problem with what they're doing, their religion, what their religion is doing. If you come here, you
I'm
could be a Muslim. You want to pray 5 times a day. That's fine. But you start doing this Sharia law, you start, cutting genitalia off people, you start beheading people, you start throwing gays off
I
buildings. I don't even like the gay thing, but you can't do that crap here.
I have no problem with them. I have a problem with terrorism.
Well, right. And if you come here
So
thinking I'm an infidel and you want to kill me,
yeah, fuck
yeah,
you. You're gonna die.
duh, we got a problem. The
Exactly.
problem is it's going to be a civil war in our country. So one's coming anyway, I think. Doesn't matter whether it's now or later, whether it's against these libtards or, whatever. It's coming. Hopefully I'll be gone before it happens, but it's coming. But this whole Israel conflict thing, like this guy, like I said, I sympathize with him because I think this sounds like a proud Israeli who,
Right.
again,
No,
how did you
I know,
get the
but
support? How did you get this amazing defense system? How did you get all this military training? How did you get all that stuff? And stop acting like you're innocent of all the blood. Because even as we talk about the Epstein, I don't know if you saw this, but Bongino,
I
and you saw
yes,
that? They said Epstein killed himself.
I saw that,
But
and people are calling them sellouts for that.
right. So now I trust him, but now let me tell you, he did say I saw the report. So there might be some hidden words there, hidden language. The
Right.
report might directly lead him to believe that he did kill himself. He didn't
And
explain all the oddities, but
yeah,
the
well, the oddities are what makes it so fucking fishy.
so let me make my point before I leave the Israel argument. Is the Epstein thing? They think it was the Mossad who's controlling them. So Israel's government not only has a
Right.
great support of Jewish people in this country and all over the world with power and money. So
Right.
Israel is very well taken care of, which I didn't have a problem with before. Again, I didn't. After listening
Right.
to this guy, I say we cut off all funds, let them fight it out, and then if they need us, then we can go and help them out again, and then this guy can go eat crow. Because I
Right.
understand what he's saying and I kind of support sort of what he's saying, but his condescending attitude, like we've done nothing to get him in a position. Like Canada, they can't say crap. At least Israel can stand on their own. But
Right.
Canada,
Yeah,
we
that
funded for
Bongino thing
years.
though, that kind of like him and
Tripped
that
him.
little midget guy. What's his name?
Who you been, Cash Patel?
Yeah, Cash.
The midget
They
guy. He's not a
both.
midget.
I was kind of my mind was blown from that. I saw that
Cash just got
yesterday.
those bug eyes, like boom.
I think I saw him when I was in the military. I think I saw him in the
Yeah.
military when I was in.
They say he's a good dude though. I trust
Oh,
them both.
I know.
I
That's
trust them
why.
both. That's why
That
this is startling. That's why this is shocking. But again, like Cash went a little overboard with his, oh, I've seen a suicide, and this is a suicide. Like I've been in that cell. Like Cash went way overboard to
it's
sell it.
almost to me. To me, it was a red flag that they were both their families were threatened to say that, or they're fucking done.
And or it's a honeypot.
It's
It's a
to me.
honeypot to
To
stop
me.
some backdoor
I
operation.
I seriously question it, and I, I think there's something going on, but it's not for me
I'm
to say.
telling you
So
because see, so think about it. Think about this. Just this. Try this angle for a second. If you were doing something illegal, selling drugs, like you had a house full of drugs, and we said, hey, we know this Jace guy. He's probably selling drugs. What are you going to do? You're going to start going to the toilet flushing it. But then we come out in the media and say, you know what? We were wrong. Jace is clear. We don't even have to worry about him anymore because we know this guy did it. What are you
right,
going to do? You're going to stop flushing drugs so that tomorrow we can come knock on your door before you destroy all the evidence.
I
It's a
don't know.
tactic. It's a tactic.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true, but I'm saying all these little chess games that Trump played, all these guys, I don't know. If Bongino lied to me today about that to later on catch the big fish and then say, I'm sorry, guys, I really lied to you. I know I said I wouldn't lie. This was necessity. I'd
you
forgive the
are
man in a
right there
second.
too. So yeah,
I'd forgive him in a second
fuck yeah,
because I know that's what you got to do against these crooked ass people. Now, I personally not sure I feel comfortable lying like that, but I'm not in that job, so I don't know.
right. That's it's a good way of putting it, man. That's a really good perspective
Well,
that
that's what I'm saying.
I honestly didn't look at.
Well, that's the problem is today you can't trust anybody.
I
That's the
know.
problem. You can't trust anybody. But you have to respect Bongino. Bongino, like Trump, walked away from some really big things that they were making a lot of money, living good lives doing. to go
Right.
and fight against a corrupt establishment
Right.
with power and money, that's
Right.
suicide. Literally. Ask all the people
Yeah,
who've
you're
been there.
right.
So they left that for what? To
That's
what? To
dangerous.
lie? To
It's
make more
dangerous shit
money?
for sure.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be the big mob boss, just to be taking on other mob bosses. You know what
Right.
I mean? There's got to be something in it for you, man. And you can't tell me that Trump needs more money and more power. You
Well,
can't, you
all I
just
can
can't tell me
tell
that.
you is where I'm at right now in my life, if I was a billionaire and I had the opportunity to help my government out, and and there was a possibility of me dying for doing it, I'd do it just because I want the swamp to be drained myself.
Well, and I will commend you on that. If you truthfully step up to play, I will give you so many props because I would do it too. But there's one reason I would do it: my children.
Right.
That's the problem with these
Right.
cat lady libtards, these people that get on there. They scream for everything now, now, now. They're screaming because their life is no better or life is not fair right now, now, now. None of those people care about the future. They act like they care about this
I would
group
be
of
doing it for the
people.
future
They don't.
myself, but I would also I would love to take down these fucking libtards.
But
My
I'm saying, dude,
God.
they have no investment in the future. They have none. If they don't have children, who do they care about?
I
Who do you really care about? Because they'll all be
right.
dead.
They
All your
they don't
friends
give
will
a
be
fuck about
dead.
their families, obviously, and their future families.
No. So that,
I would love to just be elected to get in there for a little bit, and I would clothesline that fucking green motherfucker.
oh
That
yeah,
guy.
Al
I would
Green or
run in
whatever.
there like a fucking wrestler and clothesline that son of a fucking bitch.
We don't condone violence, but it
No,
would be
we don't.
definitely
But
tempting.
I'm just thinking WWE type shit,
Oh,
entertainment
for
type.
entertainment. Okay, right.
Yes,
Well,
it's
they're all making me mad, dude. Like I said again, I'm not a violent man. But
neither am I. But
I'm telling you,
I
if there was a civil war sign up tomorrow, or if they were recruiting people to go counter these thugs that are burning and destroying things, and all these politicians calling for people to get hurt, I think I'd join. I don't know. You don't have to pay me. I
I
think I would join that group
I wish I could show.
to save my country.
Remember last week we talked about that fucking fat statue that was they just put up
Yeah,
in Manhattan.
New York. Yeah.
My buddy sent me an email with a pig.
Yes, I saw the same
I
thing.
think I might have sent it to you.
And no, I had the other guy that used to be on here. He
Oh
sent it to
God, I
me.
was dying, and it was in support of the fucking cast of the View.
Yeah, yeah. Which is a joke, dude. That just shows you the state of where we're at. Well, you can go back before The View because I think Jerry Springer was like one of the most popular shows on TV. And that is a
Yeah,
bunch of garbage rednecks. That's like people watching redneck, hillbilly, backwood, West Virginia stuff. And everybody liked it. I don't know.
Springer
Maybe
was
it made
fucking
themselves feel
awesome.
good about,
It
about
was
their
so
lives.
stupid. It was funny.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But everybody liked it. So now The View, I'm sitting here like, who's watching this? They've got to be the dumbest or,
I
again, the
I
most evil people in the world.
I don't know. I actually saw it. It was like on my TV. It was on the whatever the menu. I almost put it on. And I'm like, no, I can't do it.
No,
There's
I
no
won't.
fucking way I can do it.
I watch people commentate about it because they watch and can take clips from it.
Right.
But I can't stomach those people. I literally can't stomach them. Like they make me literally nauseous because they're so disgusting. And if they really believe what they're saying, then they're either really stupid people or evil people. It's just that
They can
simple.
get the Bidens on there though.
Yeah, there's no in between, dude. There's no misunderstanding because even now with the whole Biden cover up his health,
I
they're
wonder
trying
how
to.
much they got paid for that.
Oh, dude, those people. See, that's what the regular people in the world don't understand. The people you're listening to in the media, they make millions of dollars.
Oh
They're
God,
just
they're
like
getting
actors.
fucking
They're
ridiculous.
millionaires. They are
Right.
millionaires that you're
Right.
listening to telling you we need to tax the rich. They're
I was
millionaires telling you that.
the way I get my information about the View and shit is there's a Gutfield, Greg
Yeah,
Gutfield.
yeah, I like him. I haven't seen him in a
I
while, but
they put the full episode on YouTube every night, so
Oh,
I
do
just
they?
catch that and I
Oh, I
crack
need to
up.
find the link. That I like him.
You just type in Greg Garfield and you'll find it.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
But what's
There's
funny
those
is
people I
it's
like,
some
but
fucking Arab that's putting it up there.
who is it making money off of us idiots?
Some Arab's YouTube channel, yeah. It's kind
Yeah.
of hilarious, but
Well, it's the grift, dude.
I'm
It's
not gonna
all the
hate.
grift.
I don't give a fuck.
See, that was the grift. Like that's just like that the lawyer I was telling you about with these police departments and all that. It's the grift. People find ways to make money. They don't care if it's ethical or not. They don't
Right.
care. And I've told you that for so many episodes.
If
It's
you're
the
not a
middleman that's
lazy
making money.
fucking son of a bitch, there's a shitload of ways to make money.
Why do you think so many people are angry about the tariffs? Because they're middlemen just ordering garbage from China, even countries just ordering garbage from China, charging you more. They're making their money by selling other people's product to you. Some of
Right.
them are
Oh
doing it
yeah,
without
yeah.
even touching anything. They're just
Amazon.
putting their store up like an Amazon store,
Right.
and they fill it with Chinese garbage, and you buy it,
If
and they're
I if
getting
I
money. They're getting
was
money.
not independently wealthy, I would probably do shit like that. Like I could fucking buy shit from Alibaba and turn it on Amazon and not touch any of it.
Huh. Well, that's what people
It's,
are doing.
and make
People are doing that.
ridiculous amounts of money.
People are doing it now. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
unethical. You're a middleman, but again,
It's not
middlemen seem to make
unethical.
all the money.
It's fucking genius. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, I guess it's genius if you're providing a service, but you're not really doing anything.
So
So why
what? You're
wouldn't I
making
just buy
money,
it from the
bro.
Chinese? Why wouldn't I just
You're,
go to Alibaba?
because you're ignorant and you don't fucking know any better.
There you
Duh.
go. So there you go.
There's a
So think
fucking
about it. So
there's this
think about it.
Chinese eBay thing. I forgot what it's called. It used to be called DH Gate.
Think about it.
I can buy fucking ghetto jerseys, especially football ones, and they're actually nice. I can get the jerseys if I buy like 20 of them. I can get them for $12 a piece. These NFL jerseys
But think
with
about that
anybody's name
racket,
on it
dude.
I want, and
Think about that racket.
I could turn it and sell it for fucking $60.
But that's the reason we're putting tariffs on China because that's what they've done. They've stole all our intellectual property and they're making it cheaper. Now, if you move all that stuff back to the US, how are these middlemen going to make their money?
Then how do we buy $12 jerseys, bro? What the fuck?
They're still not going to buy them. They're not
No,
going to
I
do
get
that
it, but
because the fact they'll be made right here.
I well, we'll see. I
I
mean, I
mean,
don't
you
know.
could buy knockoffs.
I've investigated like bootleg and ghetto bullshit, and the way the companies operate in China is they're leased out on our
Yeah, we pay them
so many
money.
shifts, hourly shifts.
Yep.
So like I
I think
think
we
I
talked
said
about
this
this.
before,
Yeah,
but
we talked
because
about this because
I
we
had bought
spend
a
money for the
fucking ghetto
building,
North
right?
Face jacket, and
Yeah.
I thought it was real, and then did investigation on it, and I found out that they use the same stitching but different materials, and but in the same factory.
Right.
So then I bought an identical, real, authentic North Face jacket, and I saw the difference. I mean, the stitching's a little different. Like there's a lot of like threads hanging off and blah blah blah, and then the North Face material through the jacket I had. I don't know what it was, but it was just one of those windbreaker ones, and it was breathable material. And then the fucking material, the ghetto one, it was warm as fuck, but it wasn't breathable material, so you were sweating your fucking balls off inside that jacket.
So that's the problem there is if you're not getting what you're paying for. It's not a
Well,
big deal if you
well,
pay less for
if you're a
something to knock
sucker and
off.
fall for it, yeah,
But
yes.
you know, I mean, like people paying for Gucci stuff, and then there's a knockoff Gucci. You're an
Well,
idiot for
yeah,
paying for Gucci stuff. It's just that simple. If you're spending 300-400 bucks on sneakers, dude, you got a problem. You got a real problem, or
I
just too
would,
much money you
yeah,
don't know what to do with. You know,
right,
but if you can buy the same sneaker for 40 bucks in China and it's the same sneaker, yeah, if they're stealing stuff, it's not good. But if it's the same sneaker, if it's a knockoff and you pay less, you know, I mean, I don't agree with them stealing our intellectual property,
right.
but I also don't see myself spending 300 bucks on a pair of sneakers.
But like,
So,
when I was in, we would go to New York City for Fleet Week,
mm-hmm,
and we'd go to Little China, and we'd buy
mm-hmm.
what's called as we call them a Polex.
Right.
because it was a fake Rolex.
Folex, yeah.
We
Full.
would buy them for $10, and it was fucking
I
awesome,
bought
dude.
one in Saudi Arabia, bro. In fact, my
Right,
son
right.
wanted to
Oh,
wear it.
that's
I was like,
great. You do that there. Yeah.
he wanted to wear it, and I was like, man, I don't know if you can. I don't want you getting jumped for no stupid fake watch. He's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. So, yeah, it was funny.
You'd be getting a Polex for fucking $10.
Yeah,
And they looked so close, but they'd stop running in a couple days, and then, oh,
yeah.
all right,
I
that's
mean, if it's
fine.
illegal, it's illegal. You shouldn't be buying it. It's just that simple. But I don't know how the common citizen knows it's illegal. They don't know what they're getting.
Well,
You know what I mean?
in all actuality, like, when you look that up, a real Rolex, it runs smooth,
It's like 10
and
grand or something, isn't it?
it doesn't click, 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 click
But they're
when
real
you look at
expensive.
the second hand, and
Mhm.
on a Polex, it clicks.
Well, sure. Aside from analyzing the price, but the price alone should trigger you. It's either
Well, if it's
knockoff
too
or
good
it's
to be true,
stolen.
it's not fucking true,
Right.
man.
It's a knockoff or stolen. That should cause you to hesitate. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people addicted to drugs that'll sell real stuff cheaper. So who knows?
Exactly. Yeah, you're
You
right.
don't know. You could be getting a real deal, and that's a private sale. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but I'm starting to yawn. So
Yeah, well, it's time anyway because we're in that mark. But we did cover a whole lot today, and hopefully we
yeah,
got some
yeah,
entertaining stuff. And yeah, hopefully Johnny, Christine, we see in the comments here again.
yes,
If not, some
folks,
new
we miss you.
new
I
people. I
was
don't know. You was
just
what?
wanted to. I don't wish anybody bad luck or bad ill. So just wishing Biden gets better.
Oh yeah, well of course we want him. Whatever. It's the
Just want
point
to
is,
plug that in there.
yeah,
My prayers are out for you, brother. Even though
yeah,
I think you're the worst president ever,
probably
I
worst
still
worst
don't wish you ill harm
politician ever.
or anybody will harm.
Yeah. Anyway, so until then, well, like, share, subscribe, do all that other stuff I didn't tell you to do. But until then, Godspeed. Pull
Pull the
the
pin
pin.
already,
Oh,
baby.
man, I can't keep up with you.
Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.